What's up, YouTube? My name is Byrdman778 and welcome to another Outriders video. Today we're going to be talking about how the accolades in the Outriders demo can kind of set your expectations of how the endgame content and the longevity of the game will be. Now, before we get into the video, I'll let you know I am streaming over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Byrdman778. I'm streaming every single day starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so stop on by, vibe out. Let's watch some subpar content for a while. If you want to find some more subpar content, go to my Twitter, twitter.com/Byrdman778. And then obviously drop a sub over here on YouTube, youtube.com/Byrdman778. Let's get right on into the video. Now, first and foremost, one of the biggest things that can kind of set your expectations is looking at the journal. In the journal, you're going to be able to see all these different icons for the characters that you're going to meet throughout the game, as well as some locked icons. Now, we have some people of interest, the ECA, Outriders, civilians, so on and so forth. But then we have this enemies tab. This enemies tab is going to kind of cover different things, whether it's the prologued enemies, our altar that we're going to interact with, like Goss, we've already met him, the insurgents that we're going to meet throughout. And then we have all of these rows as well. Now, some of these are going to include regular bossing enemies, altered creatures, stuff like that, or maybe some stuff that we're not even sure of at this point. So you can kind of look at this and be like, wow, there's going to be a lot of different enemies or just people of interest that we're going to meet throughout the game. And also keep in mind, this is going to continue as long as they're constantly adding content to the game, whether that's through DLCs, battle passes, expansions, stuff like that. Now, the accolades tab, like I mentioned, is where you're going to really be able to set these expectations with all these different tabs. We first off have combat, progression, hunt, teamwork, item management, and then you're going to have the 4 classes for Techromancer, Pyromancer, Trickster, and Devastator. Now, one thing you can immediately set right there is the combat tab. On here, you're going to have all these different things available for just killing enemies with certain weapons, stuff like that. You have different just challenges for killing enemies with headshots. But obviously, there's going to be this kind of push for, hey, certain combat is going to level you up, get you these certain different items, whether it's these banners with all these different symbols on them, so you can kind of be able to customize yourself a little bit. The progression is going to be one of the biggest ones in the fact that there's all these different secret items right here. Now, first off, we have like just progressing through, getting to certain levels, but then we also have all of the world tiers available right here. Obviously, we know we're going to be able to go up to world tier 15, but obviously in the future that might increase. We might be able to go up to 20 at a certain point. We don't know yet. There's no confirmation from People Can Fly or Outriders in general of that, but it's something that absolutely could happen. When you look past the world tiers, you can actually also see that the tier 5 expeditions, tier 10 expeditions, and tier 15 expeditions are going to be available. Now, obviously, this is going to be a set of these strike-like long missions with a final boss that you're going to be able to do throughout the story. And obviously, they're going to increase in difficulty as you progress. Getting to those tier 15s, you're more likely to get the best loot, and it's probably going to require you having to do with a co-op or just be complete and utter badass and do it by yourself. Speaking of doing things by yourselves, you can actually get a certain banner from doing expeditions by yourself, playing solo. Doing 14 of those will lead to you getting that through the fire legendary banner customization. Now, we also have these ones for the bronze rating, silver rating, gold rating, as well as a flawless one, an epic flawless cowboy expedition. I'm guessing this is going to be going through the expeditions without dying, but earning that is going to be actually kind of a triumph, and that I'm actually interested in going for myself. Next, we're going to look at the hunt section. Now, the hunt section is where I think that the animals and the creatures of the world of Enoch are going to come in. We have 15 of these secret accolades that you're able to get, and more likely it's going to be 15 different creatures throughout the world of Enoch to get. Now, we're able to get a bit of an insight on 4 of them. One, this banner customization, arachnophobia. I'm guessing we're going to fight a giant spider. You can actually, whenever the game loads up, you're able to see a spider crawling on the snowy mountains in the background. Chat, I'm actually scared of spiders, so this is going to be a fun one. Video coming soon. Next would be the Chrysalid one, and then we have the Chieftain, and finally the Yaga, that thing. We have that one that is available to get as well. Now, some of these ones in the middle might unlock a different banner customization. They might just not be included at this time, but at the same time, that's 15 different hunt style missions that you're going to have that more than likely will be a co-op based event to do with your friends. So you not only have all the expeditions to do, but you also have these hunts for these giant creatures around the world of Enoch. That is so much content alone right there, not including the entire story and everything else that we're going to have in the game. Next one, the biggest ones, is going to be the teamwork one. Now, obviously, this one's just going to be playing co-op with friends. You're going to be able to get all these different accolades, but I think it's just really kind of showing the precedent that co-op gameplay is going to be a big part of this game, which I really enjoy. I think it's something that games like Destiny do a really good job at, kind of incentivizing the co-op play between players. Whether that's just a general matchmaking or with your friends, either or really works. I think the group dynamics and synergies that these characters have are going to be a huge benefit just to the overall game itself. Next up is the item management. Now, obviously, throughout the world of Enoch, we're going to have all these different legendary weapons available to us, whether it is a shotgun, a sniper, any of that stuff is going to be available in a legendary variants. Now, we also have the epic variants, which is going to be those purple class. I think those are going to be the things that people are going to be looking out for the most, because there's going to be these random rolled unique weapons with awesome mods on them that don't require finding a legendary weapon to get them. We already have an insight of how many legendary weapons are going to be available. It says we can go up to 46 legendary weapons on this. So if I had to guess, it's more likely 46 individual. It says that I've gotten partway through the 12. I've gotten 10, but a couple of them have been repeats. So I'm just guessing, just again, completely, that this is going to be 46 individual ones, but you can obviously hit the 46 by just getting repeats. We also have 95 available legendary outfits. I'm guessing that's going to go across all the characters. Now, if it's 95 legendary outfits for one character, that's absolutely insane, but I know it's for all four. But at the same time, 95 between 4 characters is absolute lot of legendary items to get. We also have the class-related legendary outfits for you, which are going to give you a special boost, whether it's if you're playing Devastator plus Armor, you're playing Pyromancer plus Thermal Bomb damage, something like that. There's going to be those class sets throughout the game for you to get, which is going to, again, help synergize builds and help co-op play. Finally, I just want to talk about all 4 classes in general. There is a lot of stuff here that we can do. Obviously, each one of them has a set list of what you need to do with certain kills, get certain kills with this ability, get certain kills with that ability. But at the same time, that's just something to grind towards. Again, I used Destiny earlier. I love Destiny's Triumph system. It's something for you to kind of grind towards, to kind of hit that 100% for those completionists. And I think this entire Accolades section is going to be kind of that completionist dream. But again, like I mentioned before, it is also an insight of what we can expect in the full game. We can also kind of just guess that maybe there might be more accolades to be added when the full game launches. We might just be getting a small glimpse of all that right now. So all I say is just grind away at the demo. Try to get as much as you can now, just to help benefit yourself here in the future. Thanks so much for stopping by the video. I really appreciate it, guys. Remember, I'm streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/Byrdman778. Stop by my Twitter, twitter.com/Byrdman778 for some super subpar tweets. And then, obviously, sub here on YouTube, youtube.com/Byrdman778. I'm so excited for everything Outriders coming out here soon on the 1st. We're going to be constantly streaming. I'm more likely to be doing a 12-hour stream. I'm also doing a giveaway currently for a copy of Outriders, so head on over to my Twitter to find that link. But guys, we got a lot of good stuff on the way here. I really appreciate you guys' love and support. Have a great night, day, or whatever it may be.